All right, what's up, YouTube? First of all, I guess what I'm doing here is I'm replacing, this is the water pump on a 2017 Chrysler Pacifica. This is the new one. Why am I replacing it? I was getting a whining noise. If you've ever had a power steering pump go bad, you know, when you turn the wheel, it goes and you know, don't quote me on that. That's not a technical sound, but it sounds kind of like a whining noise like that. But this time, instead of whining when you turn the wheel, the whine correlated to hitting the accelerator, right? So you hit the accelerator, the RPMs go up, the whine got worse. So I tried my pulleys, checked their bearings. Unfortunately, it wasn't them. I replaced them all, and the noise didn't go away. So it must have been the water pump, and I don't know if you'll be able to hear this on the phone, but there's just a little bit of. Can you hear that little knock? Hopefully the bucket is acting like an echo. You can hear it. There's that little knock in the bearing. Plus you can see in here, you see the crust in there? That's coolant coming out, calcium deposits. Now on the new one, here, look, I'm wiggling it, there's no bump. That bearing is solid, there's no wiggle room. So hopefully that's a good indication that this is going to solve my problem. Now, the reason I'm making this video is to tell you that Chrysler really did a doozy on this. These long bolts. So basically, this is a sideways V6, and this is the motor mount. The motor mount, the bottom of the motor mount. These three bolts hold the bottom of the motor mount. They go through the motor mount, then through this, and into the block. Why you would do that for a water pump? I mean, they could have easily just run this sucker down just below the line. I don't know, but this is what they did. So, number one, first thing is, don't buy a Chrysler Pacifica. Number two, second thing is, if you bought one or your wife bought one, which is my case, and you're getting a whining noise, I would recommend you take this one to the shop. This was a pain in my butt. But if you're determined to do this yourself, first thing you should note is that there is no petcock for the coolant system to drain it neatly. You can see the mess I made. You basically have to disconnect two hoses there at the bottom of the radiator. There's no other way. It sucks. Do your best. Secondly, to get this old pump out, you got to take those three bolts out of the bottom of the motor mount, and then you got to loosen this bolt and this bolt, and then this, and then with your jack, put your jack underneath the oil pan. I've got a board there. You can see it there, so it doesn't go metal on metal with the oil pan. But with your jack, you basically lift the motor up until this will wiggle. This whole thing will start to wiggle when it gets right, the right height. Once it wiggles, you can wiggle the wiggle. You can wiggle the pump out of there. It's not easy, and it actually was a real pain in the ass. This is probably the most complicated thing I've done with a car, or any vehicle for that matter. So basically you got to find the right height to get that to wiggle. You can knock the pump loose, and then you got to let it down. But you got to be very careful when you do this, because let's say I used a 1/2-inch drive socket to take the tension off my belt, my tension belt, my drive belt, and I've seen YouTube videos. I didn't do this. I've seen YouTube videos where if you leave this in and you let the weight down off that engine after taking the motor mount screws out, this will break the tensioner. So make sure you get this out before you start moving the engine up and down. You can see my tensioner down there. Well, yeah, probably have to go in from the bottom. There it is up there. That's the tensioner. All right. And so the pump goes here. It's not an easy spot to get to, but once you get it out from the motor mount, it will. You can just tuck this up here, and it will wiggle through here. I can wiggle again, and come out through the bottom. Once again, I would leave this one to a reasonable mechanic that you know, because I've been working on this for about 6 hours now, and I did not expect it to take this long. I did not expect it to be part of the motor mount system. I didn't expect a lot of this. This was done pretty backwards, if you ask me. But anyway, they crammed it in there. It sucks to get it out. So if you want to do it, that's how you do it. You get the old one out like that. And for the new one, I'm going to put a little sealant around, because there's a metal gasket, and you can see the rubber comes off when you peel it off the block. Goes on like that on the back of the pump, and I'm gonna put a little bit of sealant on this rubber just to double up on that. But yeah, there it is. There's the new pump. That's the only surprise. Oh, there is a petcock near your radiator. It's actually for your AC system, so don't open it. Don't make that mistake. You'll see. Where is it? Let me find it first. There. That, if you put a Torx bit in there, it focused. You put a Torx bit in there, that will unscrew and come right out. If you do that, you're gonna let all the Freon out of your AC system. So don't do that. Okay. I guess that's the end of my video. If you have any questions, or want to leave a comment on, or if you have any ideas on how to do this better, I'd love to hear it out here.